So no more Vega. Tell us about the new car.
Yeah, Vega's gone. New car's a 1968 Camaro. Well, the body is. It's a 6.0 chassis, double frame rail, so Pro Mod chassis. It was actually driven and owned. I think they built it. The Museys, Fat Musey, Lizzie Musey, she drove it. It was the one that went over the wall backwards at, I don't know, 160 miles an hour or whatever. It has the 540 out of the Vega. Has a Mike's transmission, 2-speed power glide. Has a fuel tech, kind of controlling everything with an MSD ignition, and same single carburetor. Similar setup to what the Vega had. It's just a whole lot more chassis. So it's capable of a lot more.
So do you feel like because the accident already happened that you're safer in this car?
Well, statistically speaking, yeah. I've said it for a long time that, it's when you do this stuff for long enough, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when something's going to happen, because I've been drag racing since I was 9 years old, so almost 30 years. And statistically speaking, the likelihood of having something happen gets higher as you go along, and then statistically, once it happens, it resets. So it's, I don't know. We'll see. I do feel safe in the car, though. I do feel safer sitting in the car. So.
Also, the idle's a touch high. We could drop that a little bit. Right.
So sitting here in the Camaro and wanted to do a little recap on what we did at the March meet and how that went. So we finished, I say finished, air quotes, the car, I think this was like Saturday or Sunday, fired it up. And then we rolled it out of the shop, rolled it into the trailer, I believe Sunday. We get up to Famoso, get unloaded, get the pit set up, and get the car out, get it set up in the pit. So Wednesday was test day for all of the, I think Group 2 is what they call us, cars. So that's everybody that's not fuel. And so Wednesday afternoon, we got to make our first pass. And car's running fine, driving fine, everything looks good. But every time I'd give it throttle, it'd die. So we come back to the pits. I rolled down the track, come back to the pits, and check the computer. Beauty of having a data logger. And for some reason, the ignition timing was going to 0, basically, every time I'd give it throttle. So I still haven't figured out exactly why that was. One of the things that was brought up is it could be the idle control, and it does it through timing. But what I did to fix it is I set the minimum and maximum timing values to be what I wanted the timing to be, and then I commanded it to be that, and I haven't had an issue since. I still would like to dive into that and figure that out, but as of right now, it runs, it drives, timing's where we want it to be, and then I can start playing with it from there, and I can figure out why it was taking the timing. It's just I haven't gotten there yet. We've been working on the boat. So we only got one pass on Wednesday. Thursday comes around, and we've got qualifying for hot rod and B-gas. So we were expecting the car to run in the 840s, 850s, but the thing we didn't realize, or I guess didn't think about, was the transmission in this car. It's a Power Glide like what was in the old car because it's the same engine out of the Vega. Transmission in this car has a taller low gear. Rear gear ratio and tire size combination are about the same as the old car, but that low gear ratio is a lot taller in this car and made a big difference. So what we didn't realize is how much different it was, A, and B, how much difference that would make. So basically what it boiled down to is the car wouldn't leave. Normally we were with the Vega, it would run about a 117 to 119 60 foot at Famoso at March meet. We were running about 127, I think was the best we ran. So we're a full 1/10 of a second off there, which 1/10 at the short track is usually 2/10 at the eighth, usually about 3/10 at the quarter. So we were 3/10 ish slow. And which makes sense because we were running 870s, 880s. So like 877 to 881 is kind of where it was living, depending on what we were doing to try and make it faster or whatnot. So if you take 3/10 out of that, it's 840, 850, which is about where the car should have been. So, pretty close. So that all adds up. And even though the car was a little slow, it performed well. The 4-link's not right, but that's okay. I wasn't worried about that because I knew that the 4-link wasn't correct looking at the geometry for this power level, but at the same time, I knew it wasn't going to make it. There was no major gains. Like we weren't going to go from a 133 60 foot to a 117 60 foot just with a 4-link change because we weren't going to overcome the gear ratio. So I wasn't really worried about it, especially after the first couple passes. It wasn't worth doing. If we'd have gone out and it would have done like an 8 or a 121 60 foot or something like that and had the right gear ratio, then we would have started really looking at the 4-link because I can make up 3 to 4 hundredths in the 4-link. I can't make up a 1/10 and a half or 2/10 in the 4-link. So nonetheless, not that big of a deal. Went out so we did our qualifying Thursday, did qualifying again Friday. Nothing really improved. If anything, got a little slower because what we were trying didn't work. It turns out where we started was probably pretty close to where best what was going to be, but whatever. Saturday rolls around. So Saturday is first round of eliminations for hot rod and B-gas both. We pretty much knew I wasn't going to be competitive in B-gas because it wasn't running the number. That's an 8.60 second index, and we were running like 881, I think. So it wasn't going to do it. But hot rod is a dial-in class, so we thought we might have had a chance there, and we did. I actually, we were pretty confident the car was going to run an 880, and it ran an 881. And I went, I think it was like 11 thousandths red on the bottom bulb. So didn't come out on top there because you can't win when you go red. And the guy next to me went like 160 green, so that kind of sucked. But whatever. went out in B gas and went out. I think I had a 20 or 30 light in B gas. I don't remember off the top of my head. We had some chaos before that pass. Had a CO2 line blow in the car. I think so. I had 2 packs of CO2 line. We used 532nd plastic line, and I had bought a roll from Amazon a long time ago, maybe a couple 2-3 years ago, and I thought I threw it away because I had it burst a few times, and this is under like 100 psi, and when I built this car, I used a bag of line that I had that was in a McMaster car bag because, you know, and that's what I thought it was from McMaster car. Well, apparently that was the Amazon line, and I was out of the other stuff. So, and it just got put in the McMaster car bag for whatever reason. So, long story short, we had that issue going. It literally pulling into the water box. Line blows. I get the tank shut off. We get it cut off and put back together, and go out and make a pass. I don't remember what my light was. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't terrible. And I was all crossed up because of the situation too. But it didn't matter because the car ran an 881 and the guy next to me ran an 860 something. So, I mean, it wouldn't have made any difference. So, but all in all, I mean, considering that we finished the car quite literally at the racetrack with scaling and all the other stuff, and it was the first time out, no issues with any electronics, no issues with the engine running other than the one timing issue, but that wasn't the issue with the engine running. Everything worked and looked really good. I'm very happy with the car. We are going to change the transmission. We have the other transmission that came out of the Vega, so we're going to put that one in here. That should wake this thing up, make a big difference. But I mean, everything worked really, really well, and I'm super happy with it. So looking forward to what this car can do. Right now, we're kind of playing with the boat, which is sitting right next to me. That's why I'm pointing to it. So we've got one more race here in a month for the boat. And then we'll probably jump in the car for a couple of races, you know, in the summertime or something like that, and see what it can do. But super pleased with the performance of the car, super pleased with the performance of the fuel tech, all the wiring, everything worked exactly like it's supposed to. Very, very happy with it. And it's nice having a car that people were excited to see. We had many people come up to us and tell us how nice the car looked, and had a few people actually come all the way out to our pit just looking to see if we had hero cards, which is really cool. That was a new thing. So really happy with the car, really happy with the performance, really happy with what we did and how we were managed to do it in the time we had, and really grateful for everybody that's helped us get to this point, because it was not just me. There was a lot of people involved to get to this point. So look forward to getting back in it here in a few weeks and making some noise probably locally, but we'll see where that ends up. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and we'll put up some footage of the race and the car running. It looks good, it runs good, it sounds good. So it's a pretty neat car, and we're happy with it. So thanks. Hey guys, if you like that video, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you're on YouTube, make sure to select the little bell icon. That'll notify you whenever we release a new video. If you like this content, please keep coming back. We'd like to have you. And if you've got ideas for new videos you'd like to see, please send us a message or an email or comment on one of our videos. Thanks.